Hello. I have sent my blessing over my meal, and it's been about 2 weeks since I've done this. I mean, I've done other stuff, little mini whatevers, but it's been about 2 weeks, and I'm kind of irritated about that. Anyway, so I don't like the way this is situated, so I'm going to show you my big monster hands. And I'll do this like that, and like that. And what I'm having is oatmeal, which is Hogston Mill. Okay, it's this, and of course sugar in the oatmeal, and also my good ladies and gentlemen, Herren und Damen, chopped apple. Woo! Womp, womp. I didn't have cinnamon. I wanted cinnamon. Get out of the way, use. I wanted cinnamon, but I think we used our last bit of cinnamon, so that's that. So I'm gonna have this here, and I have water. Let me pick this bad boy up. Water, see, and tea, black tea. Okay, so that's that, and this is a cute little change purse that I got years ago from Dollar General. Why do I have that, you wonder? To which I say, why not? And let me set this so these things don't dominate. But I'm going to put here. Get this out of the way. Hold up. I said my blessings, so I can do this. Even without the cinnamon, it's still good. I have this here because it's green and it's got a little cat face on it, and it's a change purse, a place that you keep your money. And it's important to keep your money and be smart like a cat and keep your eye on your money, which is green. In my country, it's green. And to be careful about people who are green with envy, looking at what you have and trying to scheme to take away from you what you have, whatever little bit you have, whatever little bit. Don't think because you're middle class or you're poor that there's not somebody grinding their teeth trying to figure out a way to take it from you. Now, I'm going to start because I am very hungry. What's this? A little piece of apple, whatever. I'm very hungry. I love this so much. I'm doing this primarily for cholesterol, to clear cholesterol. And for digestive purposes. But I do like it. It's not like I don't like it. I mean, to be truthful, I'd rather be eating eggs, bacon, pancakes with syrup and butter. And I will be doing that sometimes. But you gotta take care of your body. Tastes really good. I didn't even add sugar to it. There is no need to add extra sugar because too much sugar is hard on the body. We love it, But too much of it is hard on our bodies. And that's true as we get older. And guess what we're doing every second of our lives, every day of our lives? Every day, we're getting older. And it catches up with you. Yeah, so I wanted to talk about, and I know I had talked about, what did I talk about? People who always begging and trying to scam you or snatch your purse. Or, I know I talked about something like that. I know I talked about the wannabe purse snatchers. But there's other ways of people messing with your bread. I'm going to start with one that you don't usually think about. Sometimes you get a little something something. Maybe you get a refund in the mail for whatever. Perhaps you win a little something something. You know, money, or what do you call it? A gift card, right? Or maybe you get a bonus. And you actually think that nobody's going to try to take it from you. Sweet, wonderful, naive you. They're scheming. I remember ages ago when I worked for this telecommunications company. We got a bonus because we had a good year, as I recall. I mean, a long time ago. And we got a bonus. We were really happy. And I remember mine was about $50. Yes. $50 now is nice. It's nice. $50 20, 30 years ago was nicer. Much nicer. At that point in my life, even though I wanted to share the information, you know, when good things happen to you, like, hey, guess what happened, you know? But I knew that if I told somebody that I had a $50 bonus, well, what do you think? Ooh, what you gonna buy me? Oh, girl, you know what? They about to cut my phone bill off. My phone bill. My phone off. Girl, I don't know what we gonna do. Anyway, I kept it to myself. And I was really happy. Like I said, I wanted to share it, but you just can't tell everybody. So I just rejoiced with my co-workers at the job. We rejoiced with each other. Excuse me, water. When you know it, there was a lovely young lady in her early 20s, and she told her live-in boyfriend or legal husband, I can't remember what he was, she told him about her bonus. Why did she do that? Why? And I remember me and at least maybe two other ladies were there, and we were like, oh girl. And you know what he did, right? You know what he did. I'm gonna need that for, you know, whatever. Some cock and bull garbage. So she didn't get the benefit of her bonus that she earned. Now, it's one thing if you split it with your partner, roommate, or perhaps your family member. You want to be kind to them. You know what I mean? And you say, well, I'm going to split. I'm so happy. I'm going to give half to boo-boo, you know? I don't have a problem with that. That's lovely. But when they decide to co-opt your entire bonus, that's not loving. That is a very unloving thing to do. And you have to love yourself. Because if you don't love yourself, you're not going to be fit for anything. And not a lot of people are taught. So many people taught that they're worthless. You're worthless. And you're dung. Not you. And that you have to, you're just less than, everybody else is better than you. And you're less than them. and you should grovel. And that's a lie. Now, I know the Bible says, consider the others as though they were superior to you. But that's not the same thing as they actually are superior to you. It's just trying to be humble. That don't mean everybody can empty your pockets, because they're supposed to view you as being superior to them and everybody else too, if you go by that, right? Okay? Think about it. So, he ripped her off, basically. I bet they're not together. And we were like, we were so upset for her. We were upset with her, but we were upset for her. We're like, oh no, you never. So I'm telling you, don't tell people this. I'll put it this way. If I were you, I'm not going to tell you what to say. But that girl on YouTube said, I'm saying, if I were you, your best bet is to not let them know all your business about your bonus, because everybody and their mama will have it earmarked for something. You know, everybody will suddenly need to have their gallbladder taken out. Like on Sanford and Son, when people heard Sanford and Son is a popular television show from the 1970s that still plays in reruns. It's very popular. It's very funny. Sometimes you feel like shaking people, but it tells the truth. And the man, Sanford, had gotten a whole lot of money. I think he won it or something. I don't know. Anyway, he had a nice little sum of money, and people were coming out of the woodwork with reasons for him to give them the money. And there was this old funky relative that talked about, oh, I got this gallbladder. Sure you do, honey. So that's what I'm referring to when I say they're going to need their gallbladder taken out. And I have literally seen, I'm visualizing a letter somebody wrote to my dad ages ago. I might not have even been born, where somebody was talking about how somebody needed some surgery. And I'm thinking, I don't know. I remember reading it thinking, it's a lie, you rotten, dirty, greedy, to take some money. People do that stuff. I could do stuff that happened in my time where people did stuff like that. Well, I'm not going to go into details. Anyway, people will do that. So, unfortunately, you have to, or else you're going to get messed over. You have got to watch your stuff. Just like I told you about that little miscreant. I want to say punk, but I'm trying to be a Christian lady, and I guess people think it's a little too harsh to say punk. But, you know, the guy that thought he was going to take my purse, it was two separate, you know. One when I was a young woman, and the other one at the age that I am now. You have to look at your money that you get from your income, your store, your job, your pension. If you want public assistance, whatever it is, whatever money you got to look at that like I looked at my purse, like this is mine, and don't let people steal from you. And people coming up with all these needs that they have, like you're a social service agency. You are not a social service agency. There are I know where I live in the United States of America, we have agencies. We have government social service agencies, and we have private social service agencies, and we have like church sponsored social service agencies and stuff. That people don't need to be rolling up on other people talking about I heard about a case, hold up. One man kept whining about how he needed some money, like I think it was like $200 or something like that. Oh, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do? Oh, I need this. Oh, but if we don't get this money, I don't know what I'm gonna do. And the man, his friend, loved his friend, which is good, that he decided to make a sacrifice. That his family, not the friend's family, that was whining about the money, we'll call man A. Man A was like, he had his wife and children eating beans where they could afford to eat, better food, more substantial and variety food for a month. To come up with this money that man B needed, allegedly, that he was so upset about because, oh no, he needed it so desperately. And he found out that the money was not like to keep his house or to keep the electricity on or I don't know, keep the insurance payments on the car. I don't know. Something that you would think is, or like medical bills, you know. He found out that he made this sacrifice where his family ate beans for a month and handed over this money to keep another man's cable bill paid so he wouldn't lose his cable TV. Oh yeah. Better him than me. Oh my God. And so when people talk about what they need, don't feel bad. When they say specifically that they have a medical problem, I'm just showing this again. So again, with a visual reminder, when they say that they have a medical problem and they need a bill, make them show you the bill. I'm serious. When they talk about their lights going to get cut off, make them show it to you. And if you're going to contribute, you physically go down there and do it, so it won't end on somebody's new pair of shoes or a stupid wig or some dumb contact paper they decide they want to decorate their sitting area. People do stupid stuff like that with your money. So it's just something that's been on my mind, and I'm thinking of so many cases. I know I keep talking. I need to show you more of this texture. 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 But all of us on this planet that we live on, one of the things that unites us is that we need to be able to eat, have a roof over our head, have clothing, and be healthy, and then have recreation, transportation, you know, some change. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Little leg came out. You know, for whatever you got to do. And that requires this. And I'm telling you, there are people who put so much acrobatics in trying to figure out how to take what's yours, your bonus, your regular, whatever, that you got to be alert. You got to be alert. You know, the people that constantly come to you asking for, when do they come to you coming with or offering? You know? Because I remember when I got my Social Security, I remember there was this place I used to go to downtown. And it was a big center, mercantile center, lots of different stores, check cashing places, bill payment places. And I would go, and there was this dude that I knew. I can't even remember exactly where I knew him from. He was always there. And he was always friendly. And he always had a nice little story, just talking. And then it would always be I need maybe like $3, $2, $5, whatever. And I just noticed I always happened to run into them around the time that my Social Security came out. And they were always there. And I started thinking, it's almost like they're waiting for me. For this person. It was waiting for me. Now, let me tell you something. That wasn't the only person that tried it. But they were the most successful. So I started thinking, you give somebody $3, $5, whatever, every month. It adds up. And if they're waiting for you, surely they're waiting for some other people. So they're getting 3 from this one, 5 from that one, 2 from that one, 20 from that one, every month. But they never come at you. And what I started learning to do is to be blunt. Because you can be too nice. And there's a time for nice, and there's a time for forthrightness. And there's a time where you got to mug up and like. And I remember dude was doing his thing, and I was coming down, I said, watch me see him. And because it didn't even matter from which angle, from which direction I came to the place, right? They'd find me. So a person was talking, and I was waiting for them to make their little spiel about the, can I hold, will you let me? So I looked at him and said, let me put this out today. I said, how come you don't never have any money? They were like, I said, no, seriously, how come you never have any money that you have to ask me for money? How come you never come to me to give me money? I mean, I've looked out for you. How come you never have any money to give me? No answer. So I said, you know what? Next time I come here, and I didn't give him any money. The next time I come here and take care of my business, and I see you, I want you to give me some money. I want you to come to me and bring me money instead of coming to me and taking money from me. How about that? Yeah. So there was no money exchange that day. And this was, let's see, this was a good, well, this was years ago. So let me put it to you this way. I gave him the opportunity to return the favor that I had provided. I have not seen him since. It's a blessing. So what I want to say is, you need to do that with people that's constantly asking. Like with me, sometimes I'll ask the person for a lift, or I'll travel with some of my friends and we'll be in somebody's car or whatever. I can't drive. I'm legally blind in one eye. I don't think it's a good idea. I didn't know that there were people who were blinder than me driving around. Oh yeah. But I just thought, well, it's probably not a good idea for me to do that. Anyway, I'm in the habit of offering people money. A good amount of people take the money, which makes me feel good because it tells me that I'm looking out for them. They're looking out for me. And some of them say, oh, no. Fine. I just want you to know I'm not going to plop my butt in your car and act like you're my chauffeur and not even consider gas, the price of gas, you know? So, the thing about it is, if somebody is always taking, then you need to do yourself a favor and cut them out because they're not going to change. To them, you're just the $5, the $2, the $20, the $50, the $1,000 that they can get out of you. They don't even see you. You're not even a person to them. You are not. You are not even a person to these greedy people. You're not a person to them. And you need to know that because you are a person. And your resources are your resources. They're yours. They don't belong to these other people. Even certain family members that feel like they can come and take your money and they're ungracious and somehow they can't manage to get their own money and they're capable of it, they just don't want to. You might hear them talk about how they want you to do stuff for them or everybody else to do something for them, but they don't want to do anything for you. No, baby. No. Love you. Love me too. So, it's just something that I just wanted to share with you because it's always going to happen. As long as there's money, there's always going to be people, even people that are close to you or should be the kindest to you. Because like the idiot that I was telling you about, he wasn't anybody. Fake friend. But I mean, there's people that are closer to you. Like when I was telling you about the girl whose, like I said, boyfriend, common law, whatever he was, absorbed her bonus. Made it disappear. As if she had never even earned it. And it calls to mind of a relative of mine, a great aunt of mine. I didn't like her very much. I'm going to be honest. I did not like her. Because she wasn't a very likable person. But to her credit, let me tell you how much to her credit, she wasn't stupid. You were not going to use her. And she has a relative who was always needing money. They always, I need you to help me for X amount of money, right? A grown person with big children who also was helping her. But she somehow couldn't keep it together. I'm not going to tell you who it is because it's the point of the illustration. The elderly relative, she was the aunt of the woman with the big kids. Like I said, she's the aunt. Like I said, not a nice person, but not a stupid person. It's not cool to be nice, but be stupid. All right. So the woman would periodically, oh, I need money. It's a bad thing. I really need this money. And she'd be like, okay, come over to my house, and this is what I need you to do. You bring the kids. I need y'all to clean this. I need you to move this. In other words, if you were going to get money from her, she was going to get something from you. And it wasn't something horrible or pornographic or nasty, like, because people are common like that. They're awful. No. She was an elderly woman. There's only so much she could do. Yeah, she had a nice place. That was her place. That was her money. And the young teens, the young adults that were under, the children of the woman who could never keep change. She could never get her cash together. They never were angry about it. Their mom she just felt like people should just give her money. Why can't they just give her? And the kids were like, well, that's okay. I mean, she's old. She's going to help you out. We don't mind doing it. Also, the great aunt would provide food. She would provide food. Sometimes be like McDonald's or whatever. Sometimes it'd be in the house. So it's not like she was like mean, she was always kind. She didn't crack a whip, And then after the work was done, the money was distributed. And that's how it went. So I'm saying that that's a good page, because if somebody really wants money, they're going to work for it. If they can physically do it, they're going to work for it. And if they're able-bodied and there's nothing barring them from working for it, then they don't really need that money. They just lust for that money. And that's not your problem. But it's a good practice. So I would encourage you to consider that when there's people who they just can never get their finances together. And they always need you to bail them out. Like it's your job to empty your pocket for everybody that doesn't understand what the word budget and boundaries mean. So that's just something that's been on my mind. And I know there's going to be another sequel to this, because it's a lot of stuff. And I have seen a lot of stuff. Oh, God. But I'm enjoying this. I wish I had here's some more. I wish that I had cinnamon. I gotta get cinnamon, because I love cinnamon with whatever. And I want to show you that I've been kind of naughty with the briars. It was for something sweet and something cool, because it's been really hot where I live. Then we had a lot of rain. And, it's like, what does the sun even look like? It's really been bad like that. So, but I'm not even going to eat the rest of it. I'm going to put this in the sink, because I don't want to put it in the trash can, because that'll draw rodents. But because of the fat and sugar content, as much as it makes me happy, I have to limit it. So, if it's down the drain, it's not in my blood vessels. Excuse me. Oh, so sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah, so anyway, I'm going to take this, and I love it. Have some later, some other date, but I got to limit it. So, hold up. So that's going to go down the sink. Yeah, so it's something I want to be telling you about. And what I want to tell you about in the future is how to be able to spot a leech. How to be able to spot people who do these run-of-the-mill scams that cost you hundreds, maybe even thousands of dollars when you add it all up. It's amazing. So you need to know how to spot and stop the scams early, right? Okay, so I'm looking out for you. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. I've enjoyed having my breakfast with you. And I would like you, if you enjoyed this, hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. And hopefully you liked it, so hit like. And maybe you might want to share it. Maybe you know somebody that's either always asking people for stuff or always getting their their wallet cleaned out by scammers. Share this with them. Help them. Help me help them. Okay? All right. Thank you. Bye-bye. Oh, and have a good day.